For the first time in weeks, some TSA workers finally have been paid, and money for food, gas and other necessities badly needed. More than 60,000 workers have been providing security at US airports without pay because of the partial government shutdown. A significant number also stopped showing up for work, and hardly surprising. President Trump finally ordered the Department of Homeland Security to find the money and pay them. Security lines are moving much more swiftly. The shutdown remains unresolved. Congress is on recess. Sara Nelson is the international president of the AFA, the Association of Flight Attendants, and it is always good to see you, Sara. I'm grateful to you for joining us. You know, I've used this phrase a million times over this crisis. As my late grandmother used to say, this is no way to run a railroad or an airport. And your members, of course, have felt the effect along with everybody else, but you're supporting what's taking place.
Well, we're supporting the TSA officers who have kept us safe for 25 years, and federalizing that workforce was very important. Prior to that, prior to 9/11, this was private security went to the lowest bidder. Federalizing this and connecting it in with all of the other intelligence groups was very important for our security. And we believe that they should get paid. We help them form their union and create better jobs, create career jobs with pensions and healthcare, and a better paycheck. And to expect people to come to work for more than 6 weeks without getting a paycheck is just absolutely insane, when the first rule in safety and security is to remove all distractions. What could be more distracting than not getting a paycheck?
The difficulty, of course, is that the reason is this for this is the lack of financial, the congressional payments or congressional authority. And if you go behind that, you have the Democrats holding out on immigration rules. You have Republicans wanting to do it. Now, without getting into the necessities of the arguments at the core of it, there are very strongly held views at the political end, right in Congress, that are fighting for some major principles.
Yes, absolutely. But let's be really clear. This has been a shutdown of DHS because they did not agree over the funding of DHS and the continued funding of ICE after killing people in our streets and creating mass chaos all over the country and illegally detaining people. So they're asking for some basic due process that are basic rights under the Constitution to ensure that there's some oversight here. And what has happened, though, is that the Trump administration now has decided that they can pay TSA. They were deciding to pay ICE and CBP previously, active members of the Coast Guard. So they were picking and choosing which workers they were going to pay out of DHS. And what we said as flight attendants is this is absolutely outrageous. If you believe that you can fund these other areas without authorization from Congress, then surely you can fund the paychecks of TSA. And in the end, that is what happened when flight attendants said, we will no longer work in a system that doesn't put our safety and security first.
Let's just talk, because safety and security is very much undermined. The LaGuardia crash this couple of weeks ago. A sharp reminder of the work that your members do. The flight attendant who was in the jump seat behind the cockpit and gets thrown 300 feet in the seat. I mean, this is a very telling reminder of it happens very rarely, but when it does happen, you really don't want to be around it.
No, you don't. And aviation is the safest form of transportation in the world, but it is that safe because everyone focuses on safety first. And that, in a lot of ways, is because the workers on the front lines have our unions. In the United States, we're 80% unionized. We take part in the accident investigations. We help to ensure that the best regulations are in place. We're fighting for regulations right now in Congress, actually, following the mid-air collision last year, right outside National Airport. So the flight attendant who was thrown from that plane, that's all part of aircraft design and survivability that goes into manufacturing of those aircraft. But that's because the people on the front lines keep it safe and make sure that we learn from these accidents. And let me just say, first of all, Richard, huge condolences to the families of the two pilots who passed. Thank goodness they saved the lives of everyone else. But of course, we will not let their lives be lost in vain. We're going to fight to make sure that we have the best safety and security in place following this incident, following a thorough investigation too.
I'm grateful, Sarah. It is always good to see you. Thank you for taking the time in busy days to talk to us. Craftsman's Business. Thank you.
I miss you, Richard. Good to be with you.
Thank you.